Alright, so in today's video, we'll be talking about my opinions on the PlayStation Portal, and let's get into it. Alright, so in today's video, we'll be talking about this PlayStation Portal that I got, and I've seen a lot of videos around YouTube. I haven't watched any of them, I've just seen like thumbnails and kind of first impressions that people aren't very happy about this product. It's very shocking to me. I haven't watched them again, like I said, so maybe they actually liked it more than I think. But it seems like it's getting a lot of hate for what it is, and it's just a glorified remote control with a screen on it. Like, I do get that, but I actually kind of like it, which is weird for me since I usually don't like just streaming consoles because I don't prefer streaming. I prefer to own the games. This kind of gives me like a happy medium between it though, where yes, I'm just streaming the game, but I can put a disc in my PlayStation and play it like on the couch or something, or in bed. And so I find that to be the most enjoyable use case for this. I've used it a little bit outside of my network, so I'll talk about that for a second. That wasn't the best experience, but that's because of issues of remoting back into my PlayStation and not necessarily the fault of the technology. It's really not meant to be anything like that, as even PlayStation says it's supposed to be from your own home. At least a lot of the marketing on the box is kind of pushing you towards a remote player at your house and not really just a thing out on the go. It works, but mileage may vary because Wi-Fi speeds, internet speeds are going to vary depending on what you're doing. I did mine on just a hotspot on my phone, so yeah, it's not going to be the best. Probably a little bit better if it's I don't even know, hotel Wi-Fi, but like maybe your friend's house, or I go to my parents sometimes on the weekends, so that might be a good place where I can just play, but I don't have the use case for that, so I think it's a really cool idea to be able to play the games that way. It has a headphone jack. It doesn't have Bluetooth, which we all found out, and it's kind of sad. I do want to get the buds eventually. I don't know if I'll review them, but I will get them at some point. They're just also $200, and I don't really want to get them right now. So yeah, I think overall I enjoy what it is. It doesn't have too much input latency, at least on my network, and it'll probably just get better as Wi-Fi kind of becomes a little bit better signal-wise, and maybe they make another one that has better Wi-Fi, because I don't know what's in this. I don't know if it's just regular Wi-Fi 5 or I don't think it's 6 or 6E, so it's probably lower than that. But improvements will improve it even if it's not using the newest technology, so I think that it definitely will get better, and hopefully PlayStation will actually work on it. It doesn't have a lot of settings, which is also something I don't like. I wish there was a setting to be able to turn off the console if you turn this off, or at least put it into rest mode if you put this into rest mode. That makes sense. So if you hit the button up here and you put this to rest, it should signal to the PlayStation to also go to rest, but that's not sadly is not how it works, because technically you could use this as a separate controller because it does still mirror out to the HDMI, so that is a thing. So technically that's probably why they don't do it, but I wish it was an option to have so that if I put this to sleep, that goes to sleep as well. That's my normal use case, is if I turn this on, I'm definitely want it on, and vice versa. If I want to turn this off, I probably want to turn off the console as well. Outside of that, it's not a big deal because I can just put that into rest mode and then put this to rest, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just a little creature comfort from maybe if they do an update later on. That'll be nice. The battery life hasn't been too bad, but I haven't really been playing it like on the go because I don't think I'm going to. Like I was saying with the remote streaming, I think it's just going to be something I do at home, and I just don't want to set up my setup or anything like that since I do stream. My PlayStation is connected to my PC, so it's kind of hard if I don't want to turn my PCs on to play it. So this is actually a cool, convenient way for me to do that. It's also a big use case if you have that, or if it's in the living room and someone else wants to watch TV. There's another use case, and that's the one they really push for on the box, is like, oh, someone else wants to use the TV, so there you go, you can use this guy. And I kind of like it because I like the Wii U concept. Obviously it wasn't executed well with Nintendo, but I do like the concept of the Wii U, So this is kind of replicating that, except for it's not a second screen. It's just duplicating the main screen. So it is slightly different, but it is kind of a forward progression towards that. I don't know if they'll ever let us do that kind of functionality, but I do like that it doesn't stop it from happening. So I could use this and have someone else watch the TV. So if I want a closer screen, I can use this one and they can use the TV. It's not a big, case that I'll probably use very often, but that is something I'm looking at. Tested a few games, nothing too critical because I don't really play anything online on my PlayStation. I play a lot of PC games mostly for that. So I'm playing single player games. There's not a lot of latency issues. There'd probably be more if I play more on like a different network or my mobile hotspot. There was a little bit of latency when I tried it, but for the most part, I'm not going to be playing those. And if I die, it's not that big of a deal. I can just restart or reload a save or something rather than losing an online game. So this wouldn't be very good if you're playing online games, but I don't think that's the target audience either, since you'll probably be playing on the monitor or something else if you're wanting to do that. Again, I think that PlayStation definitely hit the target audience correctly for what this is supposed to be used for. I do wish it was a PSP alternative or a PS Vita alternative, but it's not what we got. It is kind of expensive at $200, so I understand that. Maybe it goes on sale for $150, and that's a little bit better because you can get the Pro controller or whatever they call it, the DualSense Edge, for $200. So maybe that's something you'd rather get to spend $200 on. But I did actually enjoy using this. The joysticks are kind of different sizes on this than a regular DualSense, so I thought that was weird. These are a little bit smaller. I don't know why. Maybe it was just they didn't want to make the controller that much bigger, or I don't think it would have mattered to make them the same size. So that's a very interesting note, is those are actually different. I don't know if the joysticks, like the outside part here, is the same size. Maybe just this part of the joystick, just the actual part that you touch, is smaller and not the actual joystick itself. I'm not sure, but yeah, so that's definitely something I noticed immediately. And outside of that, the rest of it feels great. Screen looks great. Perfect. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos of people playing games and stuff on this. So just thought I'd get my opinions out of, I think it's a great device. If you actually just want something to play casual games from your PS5, I'll probably play a lot of PS2 and PS1 games through this, since I have to buy those digitally anyways on the PS5, so it won't make it too difficult when switching discs out is kind of a problem if you're not at your house. But for me, it won't be that big of a deal. Just get up, change the disc out, and then use this guy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the PlayStation Portal. Did you guys get one? Would you rather get the Edge? If you're getting any of the new headsets, let me know what you guys think about those, because I do want to eventually get them. And so then I have something that works with this right out of the box. The buds look the best for me so far. But there's a bunch of other social links down in the description. Stream on Twitch, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.